Nothing changed over me. Today is currently February 23rd, 2026. My content is not for everyone. It's not. To the genuine ones with no attendance, I actually hope all is well in your end. Never give up on yourself because someone preyed on your downfall. Never give up on yourself because someone overlooked you, did not love you, respect you, or protect you. You matter and you're worthy, and especially when you don't run from your past and you don't have to account for your actions. That is just different. My content is not for everyone. Loving yourself is not a crime. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. My content is not for everyone. Entertainment purposes only. Not ever shade on me, goddammit. No, for real, for real. Hold on one second. You watch me, bring your blood pressure up, fight in the head, whatever the case may be. You gonna find something else better to do. No ever trade on me. Because, my content, everybody, and that's okay. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And it's not a crime to be authentic. I am not AI, and I work alone when it comes to my creativity, and I'm far from a hater. We all don't pray the same. But I'm a far from a hater now. I say that respectfully. No, for real, for real. My content is not for everyone. It was God's reflection that truly allowed you to feel it wasn't a hesitation, understanding your main focus, understanding your prayer was in existence. They would never understand how you stepping, being authentic would have someone in the chokehold, trying to discourage you, try to hex your life because you understood potential, understood to better yourself. When it comes to hold on 1 second, find a peace within having hope. You believed in FAITH, stepping out of your comfort zone. They would never understand how you can relate, to your inner tune self. Even when you get lost in your words, you know how to better yourself. It wasn't a battle with the devil or the demon or the it wasn't a battle with the devil or the demon or the enemy. And I say that respectfully because you wasn't trying to be your worst enemy when it comes to your reflection. How you've been dealing with spiritual warfare from a child point of view going into your adulthood. They would never understand how you stepping. It was far from a hesitation when it comes to loving yourself. That unconditional love allowed you to see why you believe in your faith. Because self-love looks good on you. Yes, you're beautiful, you're handsome. There's going to be certain folks at the end of the day, they ain't going to see why you chose yourself. Why you said at the end of the day, I'm willing to love myself, not to fumble myself. I understood certain chapters, I almost overlooked myself, but God allowed you to see your potential to better yourself. You may not make sense to the average person, but never lose focus on becoming your best self, vision of yourself. When it comes to hold on 1 second, practice makes perfect. Not ever shake on me. Be yourself. No, for real, for real. I feel a little holiday spirit. Ever shake on me. It was just the weather. No, for real, for real. You ever feel like that before? You got out of the bed and shit and said, you know what? It feel a little holiday around this motherfucker. No, I haven't changed off it. As long as I choose myself, I don't give a fuck about who he say, she say. Gotta say about me, bitch. Ask that changed off it. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I am my biggest cheerleader, regardless of pain or my downfall. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always have since day one. I am far from a hater. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Entertainment purposes only. No ever shade over me. You have to mind your business, mind your business. That one guardian that work late or whatever the case may be, they shift starts to change and all types of weird shit. And they leave the oldest in charge. During the storm, it's the trade over me. You gonna try to crush my little world now? God damn it, what the fuck? It's the train over me. This motherfucker can't even make it through the microwave dinners. It's the train over me. How you burn the food? It's the train over me, fool. You ever had that one elderly brother or sister, whatever the case may be, that was left in charge to make sure they do the groceries and do whatever little household thing need to be done today? Only while they wasn't on the same page when it came to the Guardian. And only with the hold on 1 second. You was left to do it. I'm telling on you. You ever had that motherfucker this motherfucker hide all the fucking households in the house. And you trying to figure out your fucking mental health. Hold on 1 second. Not only am I help break it down, I'm trying to figure out my mental health. This motherfucker's gonna shut the fuck up. No, you shut the fuck up, you son of a bitch. If the trade tells me, guess who walks in the door? Here's us bickering. If the trade tells me, the Guardian that should have been here hours ago. If the trade tells me. You see, this is what happens when you leave the oldest in charge or whatever the case may be. They want to do whatever they want to do. If the trade tells me, I'm starving. So you mean to tell me that I made food and y'all mean to tell me that y'all didn't reheat it? This fool decided to take it out the fridge, drop it on the floor, and said we supposed to eat it. The devil was a lie. The devil was a lie. No, 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 no. The mop hasn't hit the floor yet. It'll trade off me. This other bitch gonna eat it by herself. No, the trade off me. How did that happen? Well, someone wanted to participate and, play, with their friend when they was supposed to be in the house or whatever the case may be. And they would be taking out our dinner, and that's what happened. It shaped on me. You ever had that oldest sibling that just gave you the look? I told you, bitch. I told you, bitch. I told you to be the fuck alone. It was straight off of me. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself when someone preys on your downfall. Never lose sight of your vision, choosing yourself. And I say that respectfully. It doesn't matter about someone's tax bracket, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age. Never stop showing up for yourself. You're going to have individuals trying to hex your life, send you spell work magic, try to send you confusions. You will probably have groups of individuals trying to discourage you or make you feel at the end of the day that you're delusional, that you're somebody that you're truly not at the end of the day. All because you was willing to choose you. Never give up on yourself. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. Everybody's faith is different. It was a blessing when you understand, hold on one second, that transition. I understood the belief in my faith when they couldn't relate to, hold on one second, my confidence today. I decided to come out my comfort zone. I was so happy to go to bed last night, only was to hold on one second. God allowed me to see why I didn't have to get physical when it come to hold on one second. I heard myself, my own vocabulary. That energy is different. Because it was times when it comes to trials and tribulations, they would never understand how you almost didn't have the same thinking. Because when you step out on faith, it makes you more of a believer to understand that, hold on one second, I was willing to overcome my mistakes, to become my best self, vision of myself, regardless who can relate. You're going to have chicks and dudes trying to rob you from your growth, trying to gain stalk you because you're willing to better yourself when it comes to your worth. How they would try to control the narrative all because you understood the impossible became, hold on one second, a mindset of happiness, finding peace within. They would never understand that you was never in between when it came to praying because God always heard you, not to overlook you. Even when chicks and dudes trying to hex your life because you truly God potential, they saying that you wag your corner, you a nobody. They trying to send, confusion spells when it comes to your vocabulary, but God was sweet showing you why God brought you balance to pick you up to show you that you are worthy, understand the strength that God endowed within you. Was always going to have to be that one person that's going to hate. Only was to hold on one second. They forgot their own motivations when it comes to their strategy because they ain't know how to think properly. No, I haven't changed. They worry about what the fuck you got going on so bad. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I would never hurt myself regardless who's threatening my life or who's praying to my downfall. And I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater. I am my biggest cheerleader regardless of who's threatening my life. And I say that respectfully regardless if it's a man, woman, child, elderly person, or even a couple. And I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater. I never knew it was a crime to pray out loud. I ain't trying to hurt myself or my neighbor. At the end of the day, hold on one second. They said I was wild. They said I was wild. I was wilding now. But hold on one second. They projection on me was only one-sided because when someone actually came in to step in to be the media, they trying to figure out what your strategy was. You devil, you enemy. It be the train of thought for me because this person got potential. Regardless, they stutter. They got a disability problem. They have good days, bad days. They ain't trying to hurt nobody, let alone me. It be the train of thought for me. How chicks and dudes don't want to see you woke. They don't want you to catch a blessing when it comes to your reflection. They want you to be stagnant. Hold on one second. They already controlled the narrative. They tried to, saying that you was a crasher, but you didn't have to wild out. They was praying to get downfall all because you understood that you didn't have to pretend to be authentic, far from a copycat. They would never understand your vision. It should never have to take a media to come in to mediate a situation. Because at the end of that, those you could be grown. But you sitting there trying to do someone wrong. You throwing spell work, right to left energy, harvesting all someone's energy, trying to take their potential at the end of the day, all because you don't understand your own means. How you dealing with insecurity problem, depression, anxiety, PTSD. How you trying to project it on an innocent person, all because you want to discourage them, because you don't want them to believe in their faith. So you got to, dibble and dabble, send spell work in front of their doorstep. Trying to invade their space, but hold on one second. You got folks watching them right to left. You ain't have to say someone's name, but this type of stuff actually happens. How someone wants you to be stagnant when they come to hold on one second. That wasn't your pain. You call your energy back. You ever have someone come into your life Say that you ain't nobody, that you ain't shit, but they sat there and took notes. Only to disrespect you, only realize to hold on 1 second. They trying to regroup what they just did. They realized they missed out on a blessing because you was truly, hold on 1 second, the gift. You didn't have to pray the same as the average person, but hold on 1 second, they really was quick to sneak this. They disrespected because you was willing to choose yourself. Understanding self-love is different when it comes to confidence. How chicks and dudes will try to take credit for God's work, but God restores you every season. They would never understand your potential. How you got chicks and dudes trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. You know, trying to make you homeless at the end of the day. So when it comes to your finances, you won't be stable. But God restores you for every season. That energy is different. How you truly step in the energy is different. You know, when it comes to loving yourself. You know, everybody don't gang stalk their neighbor, to hack device or they counsel their emails. We all don't operate the same when it comes to having a normal mentality. How chicks and dudes will try to discourage you, watch a GPS every move at the end of the day. Talking about they doing magic on you, talking about where you're going to be the next move. All because they trying to dim you, like to discover you, trying to rob you mentally, spiritually. All because, hold on 1 second, they was plotting on your every move. How this type of stuff actually happens. You ain't even gotta know somebody. How someone truly actually watching you, within watching you, trying to send you magic and Spielberg and all types of stuff, talking about they so real, but they realized that they forgot to realize to remove their mask to keep it real. No, it can shake off me. You know, because normal people, we don't gang stalk people. We don't hack with devices, accounts, and emails and try to blackmail the next person with their own potential. Hit the shake off of me. What's your issue? You know, my content is not for everyone. I would never stop showing up for myself regardless who's disrespecting me or who's trying to blackmail me against me or who's hexing my life. And I say that respectfully or praying to my downfall. I'm far from a hater. You know, domestic violence, racism, discrimination, hate crime, gang stalking awareness, and violence is real to your household. And you're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. That energy is different. Never get discouraged because someone wants to project fear in you. Never get discouraged because someone decided to gang stalk you and hack your device, your accounts, and your emails to blackmail you against you and try to make you feel at the end of the day that you're not worthy of your own faith. You're not worthy of prospering in life. How someone wants to control the narrative and tell he say, she say, no, this is not that person. I'm watching their day-to-day activities. This is not how they actually act. What the fuck? Don't you got your own skeletons in your closet? Go hell somewhere. You worried about how someone's really keeping it real, how they actually know how to change when it comes to growth, how it makes you so irrelevant at the end of the day. It does something between your legs. Only rather hold on 1 second, we wasn't the same. And the trade on me, ew, that gets you aroused? You're disgusting. But then you said at the end of the day, the innocent person needs a straight body jacket. They need to be in a lot. They need to be locked up. It'd be the train of thought for me. How folks try to project on you because you want to change and actually understand that, hold on 1 second, I wasn't worth my past when it comes to growth. The hands is different. Hold on 1 second. I ain't have to be somebody I truly wasn't. And the train of me. A motherfucker would try to be just like you. Doesn't destroy with you all types of weird shit. And then say something wrong with you. Oh my God. My content is not for everyone. I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. Because my content is not for everybody. Gang stalking awareness is real. Individuals, you don't even have to know them for them to hack your devices, your accounts, your emails, to try to rob you mentally, spiritually, or financially at the end of the day. And I said it respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless who's threatening my life or who's praying to my downfall, and I said it respectfully. I do not live in fear, and I would never hurt myself or my peers around me. And I said it respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. I bring awareness to domestic violence, racism, discrimination, hate crime, gang stalking, and violence. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Hey, domestic violence. The dispute got real. You was pouring into someone's cup that day, only because they shortchanged you when it came to your mental health. Only for you to realize you had to reevaluate your train of thought, not to lose yourself. 10. Violence, you had to know them or not. How someone was plotting on you at the end of the day because you moved differently. When it come to hold on 1 second, self-control, someone doesn't like the fact that you had discipline, how they wanted to lose control, wow, it turned into hate real quick. How this type of stuff actually happens. You don't have to know folks at the end of the day for them to try to hold on 1 second, make you feel unworthy of your own conversation that you have within. You ain't trying to hurt nobody, but they looking for a reaction, antagonize you, only because to hold on 1 second. Damn, only because you still didn't lose you. You still had a peace of mind. Walking away, he was far from a punk. Regardless to he say she's at the end of the day when it came to time. How racism is real. Don't matter your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. Hold on 1 second. When someone comes to their preference, they gotta dish you, disrespect you, let alone try to put their hands on you. But you understood how to move, operate in a mindset, not losing yourself, understanding how to hold a conversation when it comes to bettering yourself, regardless to the, type of person it was, regardless to the subject. At the end of the day, you wasn't trying to run from your reflection. Hold on one second. You have to, do spell work, magic, or witchcraft, or whatever the case may be to actually walk away. All you have to do is keep your head up high. The energy is different. And let someone know at the end of the day, we ain't on the same folks. The trade don't be. Have a nice day. How discrimination is real. How someone could truly be in a mindset of jealousy, envy, and insecurity because you truly actually keeping it real. It don't matter about your gifts spiritually. It don't matter about your gifts that's endowed within you, let alone you're a blessing because you chose you. You didn't have folks that actually love you. Everybody's book of life ain't the same. How someone look at you like competition. Hold on one second, you wasn't in the same mindset when it come to hate. How when someone had the disrespect to get you out of character, you know how to hold your own weight. I don't mean narcotics. When it comes to certain folks' vocabulary, I could go on for days. How this type of stuff actually happens. How someone would have a mindset, hold on one second, with a low IQ score, talking about they keeping it real. They don't matter after what kind of degree they have, how they gang stalk you right to left, trying to make you feel like, hold on one second, you're not mentally stable. Hold on one second, I saw what the fuck I saw, motherfucker. I said what I said. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Always be yourself with no misintentions. It's currently 2 people watching me right now, and it's 16 minutes to this video, and it's currently 10:32 p.m. And it's February 23rd, 2026. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. I'm currently on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. I'm far from a hater. I don't energy harvest off my neighbor's energy. I don't destiny swipe with my neighbors. I don't project sport towards my neighbors. I don't send love spells towards my neighbors. And I don't send magic, witchcraft, voodoo, or any of that toxic stuff when it comes to spirituality. And I say that respectfully. We all don't operate the same. And I'm far from a hater regardless we don't pray the same. No, ever straight on me. Yeah. Entertainment purposes only. No, ever straight on me. You're the money with the money business while you on the phone and shit. And you decide to go outside or whatever the case may be. You know that one messy ass neighbor? No, ever trade on me. They make sure they pop shit when nobody fucking looking. No, for real. You go outside or whatever the case may be. You start, oh shit. No, ever trade over me. They in the cut doing the same shit. They like somebody smoking a fucking cigarette. I'm like, damn, I know. Do you smell that shit? No, for real. They like nobody has respect for people's lungs. I don't care if you're smoking weed or whatever the case may be. I don't care about that stuff. But goddamn, motherfucker, put that shit to the motherfucking left, bitch. Nobody trying to die over your stupid ass. No, it's a train off me. You have to mind your business with the mind your business that you got the fucking gym at what case may be. Thought your little lungs was, elevating properly and shit or whatever the case may be. As soon as you get outside, all you smell is someone trying to congest you with cigarette smoke. Oh, shit. I got a headache really quick. Oh, my fucking God, I was just okay. No, the trade off me. A motherfucker will look at you with the looking at you like, we all smoke. No, the fuck we don't, stupid. That ain't no weed. That ain't no Black and Mouse, nothing. I'm beyond you. And no, they say Black and Mouse has 10 to 1 cigarettes in one. This educational purpose only. But, when you smoke motherfucking cigarette, the two sentences, when it comes together, when you actually in different rooms and shit. Oh, bitch, we was on the same page. It's the trade off of me. Why would you try to project pain? Motherfucker, you wait and smoke that shit in front of your mother. And you think at the end of the day it was okay for you to smoke that shit in front of a child? It's a trade off me. And then you try to say somebody to call ACS on somebody's mother or father? How dare you, bitch? It's a trade off me. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say respectfully, I may not be entertaining to the average person, but when it comes to my creativity, I am not AI, and I work alone when it comes to my creativity. I would never give up myself regardless to who's threatening my life or who's praying to my downfall. I do not live in fear when I go outside my door, and I say that respectfully. I'm a child of God. I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. My soul was never for sale. It's one thing when you change your life for the right reasons. It's not an act. It's not a life for views or houses or fame at the end of the day. Because the inner work is real. And I say that respectfully. It's never competition when it comes to healing trauma and pain. And especially when you've been dealing with spiritual warfare from a child point of view going to your adulthood. Never allow someone to discourage you or project fear in you or make you feel like your voice doesn't matter because someone decided to disrespect you, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or a content creator or not. And I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself because someone decided to say, hey guys, I'm going to hex this motherfucker. I'm going to send him spell work. Watch what I do. I never knew it was a crime to walk out your house, let on your doorstep at this train of thought for me. How chicks and dudes be plotting on your next move, all because you understood self-control. Hold on one second, you wasn't trying to confuse your mental health. Trying to abuse yourself with your own words wasn't part of your vocabulary. Self-love is different when folks try to take credit for God's work that God endured within you, regardless of what time of the year it is when it comes to the season. How you got folks monitoring your everything when it comes to gang stalking or trying to confuse you when it comes to your mental health, trying to get you not to put you in the cycle, but God was showing your worth. God was showing you why God was really protecting you. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, was never competing. When it came to the person with one side competing, I may not make sense to the average person, but never give up on yourself. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. Entertainment purposes only. No, it was strength over me. You know, I don't do that cheating shit over here. No. You ever had that one dumbass friend? You know, they decide to say, hey, how you doing today? Well, the little blizzy outside. I see a little windy and shit outside, a little snow coming down or whatever case may be. How you doing? What's going on? You know, I can't be a therapist today, but what's going on? I could be a friend. I need your help. Yeah, the change on me, bitch. You done fumble someone else. That sound real fucking personal. I ain't got shit to do with that bullshit. I never understood this bullshit today. Why cheat on a good person at the end of the day? And then only rather hold it 1 second. You played in your own face. It looks straight over me. You know, this is why I don't get involved with, people with, in relationships and me being friends with everybody, because bitch, if whatever they did to you ain't got shit to do with me having a nice day, that ain't got shit to do with me. They asshole. I don't give a fuck what they did and what it gives me. Might ask about you probably in the future what it gives me, but that's about it. What happened to that one? No, for real. You ever had that one friend that called you? Or that family or associate, whatever the case may be, and trying to asking you for advice, how they fix their situation to get things right. Maybe if you started off at the end of the day, not having a mindset of having a third-party conversation, you may be all right. Have a check on me, but not today. I gotta go. I'm Nadia. It's in your love respect that my content is not for everyone. I may not be entertaining to the average person, and that's okay. I would never hurt myself regardless of threatening my life or disrespecting me. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater and I'm far from a copycat. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. There's never no third party. And it never has been. Since Instagram, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15. And I post throughout the day on those platforms as well. You know, the change of me. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. Hi to the genuine ones and the messages. You know, the ones that sit in the evil lie and the hex or what it used to be. I hope you find peace in your lane. Just leave us alone. No, for real. Go find something better else to do. No, for real. You watching us do all this weird stuff at the day when you can just pour into yourself. I don't like her. I don't like them. I don't like them. Why? Because they authentic and they ain't gotta try hard to be they self. Oh, Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Monday, self-love every day. Monday, self-love every day. Tuesday, self-control every day. Wednesday, motivation every day. Thursday, choose yourself when they overlook you. Friday, you matter, you're worthy. Saturday, fall from a hater. Neighbor, just stay in your life, hater. Sunday, never give up on yourself. You are the blessing, the light within. They will never understand your reflection. Love yourself. You is far from the curse. Love yourself. I'm peace. I bring peace. Peace and respect. So respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. You are my sunshine. You are a blessing. Never let a hater dim your light. No, for real. Never let a hater dim your light. Love yourself. Only for yourself and no malicious intentions. I'm peace. Never give up on yourself regardless of trying to hex your life or send you spell work or who's gang stalking you or who says at the end of the day they trying to hold
domestic violence, racism, discrimination, hate crime, gang stalking, awareness is violence is really real towards your household. And you're not doing it for likes if you use art, cloud chasing, or fame. You know, individuals that gang stalk you, you don't have to know them. These fools will act like they know you when they really don't at the end of the day. Just to try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, try to hex your life or send you spell work in a toxic way. They monitor your everyday activities. You know, they monitor your devices. They hack your devices. They even change the settings on your devices with your IP address and stuff like that. They would even act like they had a whole conversation with you, acting like, hey, hi, and all that stuff. No, for real. They would read out your mail, your packages, and they would act like you received it when you never did. You know, they even will be part of people from your past in the day that's keeping tabs on you, that's trying to watch every move. I can't stand that person. I don't like that person. Oh, that's hex their life. This how type of people act like that, you know? But only for yourself. You know, even when people are trying to love you or, you know, approach you or see you in the light or whatever the case may be, you know, these individuals will try to ruin your reputation, try to make you feel that you're not worthy of showing up for yourself. They will even try to take credit for God's work because they, you know, monitoring your everyday activities on your devices, trying to steal your creativity. They will try to even steal your money from your accounts and stuff. You know, like if you're a YouTube creator or content creator, you put it in your book, you'd be surprised. This type of stuff actually happens. Always protect yourself and never get discouraged because someone actually sees you, hears you, respects you, but nonetheless, instead of stop the violence, gotta go.
I'm not here to respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. It's currently one person watching right now, and it's 10:42 p.m. and it's 27 minutes to this video and 2 seconds, and it's February 23rd, 2026. I am far from a hater, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Never give up on yourself because someone is preying on your downfall. And I say that respectfully. I love to talk about love.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Was it your smile, was it the dimples? Smiling so often only rests the whole in 1 second. Didn't have to confuse you. Ever straight dummy.
You know when the right person walk into your life? No, for real. When the right person walk into your life, this motherfucker see you, hear you, respect you. I don't mean to call him a motherfucker at the end of the day. But it's a straight over because you're like, damn, how could somebody be so motherfucking good to me? No, it's a straight over me. You ain't asking why in a bad way. You just asking like, thank you, God. And maybe you probably was the type of person that didn't even believe in God. No, for real. Only to get a good motherfucking person to love you. Because nowadays, you know, going out into the, you know, the day and seeing this scenery and shit, you gonna take a risk. And you ain't trying to shortchange yourself on your fucking vocabulary. No, for real. Could you start talking to somebody new and shit, and everybody playing the same bum-ass game as your past? Oh, I thought I had hope in you, bitch. It was straight over me. Have a good day. What the fuck? Only to come across that one person. They wasn't, you know, they not your typical norm or whatever the case may be. That's cool. But it's like, damn. It had to take this long for me to realize the true love to be this wrong. They ain't trying to hurt you. No, for real. A motherfucker didn't have to play with spell work. They didn't have to energy harvest up your energy. They didn't have to kick you down. They didn't have to abuse you mentally, spiritually, or financially. They didn't have to do all that weird shit. They was coming correct. That's right. Don't be that motherfucker say, you know what? You know, the beginning stages, you know, they said that's puppy love shit at the end of the day. But only was the whole in 1 second, it became part of the Bible. I was screaming, I love you too. It changed over me. You know, when God says the right purpose into your life in the day, that energy hits different. No, for real. Because finally, all the bullshit that you expressed in the day to that one particular person, compared to who fumbled you. Imagine somebody walking into your life and you really wasn't trying to talk about your past and shit like that or whatever case may be. Regardless of what he say, she say, got to say outside or whatever case may be. Fuck them. Hit a check over me. Only for you to realize the whole of 1 second. Not only was someone paying attention, but that motherfucker wasn't trying to play games. It betrayed over me. Oh! Ain't nothing like being in a healthy fucking marriage. No, for real. They said marriage is not perfect and all that weird shit. Let me fucking tell you something. I know motherfuckers way older than me and they've been holding it down for 19, 20, 30 motherfucking years and they. And you looking at the motherfucker like, how did y'all do it? They be like, you young folks don't know nothing about love. That's why. Well, tell my mammy she need to come see you and have a therapist one-on-one day because she ain't teach me right. I had to learn on my own. I said, what nobody to hurt me? No, the truth don't me. When you come across that one couple at the end of the day, that ain't gonna bullshit you. No, for real. Because at the end of the day, when a motherfucker, especially a man, when he said that I only got eyes for her, and when she said I only got eyes for him, the energy is different. It's a lot of people that can't compare to that conversation because people like to have their cake and eat it too. People be like, oh, being in a relationship is too confusion. I can't stand this person. I can't die. I can't take their ways. When you find someone and y'all become equal, that's your best friend, your lover, your business partner, your doctor, your lawyer. You ain't surprised. Here's the trade on me because babe right there, babe, you know everything. Well, hold on a second. If I don't know, I'm going to find it. That information is different. And especially when someone walks into your life to maintain your heart. They wasn't just trying to observe it. They was trying to protect it. Bring peace. That energy is different. It was never no competition when it comes to real love. The energy is different. You know, it went from having bad news one day to having good news when it comes to, hold on one second, someone wasn't trying to misuse you. You may not have the proper love or the guidance when it comes to love, but who would have knew a heart that you thought was so broken can truly be so peaceful? Only person, hold on one second. You didn't overlook you. You found your equal. I gotta go. Nah, I gotta go. You know, no mother or father or guardian should lose their child due to jealousy, envy, or insecurity, or someone hexing someone's life, or someone gang stalking someone's child, or someone's in the middle of domestic violence, or discrimination, or racism, or hate crime. Or regardless, to the end of the day, that child decided to change their life for all the right reasons because there are children that do that. Regardless to how old they are, they was labeled a number in the system. They was labeled somebody that they wouldn't be at the end of the day. And only for them to change their life for all the right reasons. It was never about likes and views or clout chasing or fame. Or even when that bad crowd or that bad relationship or that unhealthy person still tries to keep tabs on somebody. Someone was willing to step out on faith, even when that door was still closed. How someone is still trying to have one foot in one door, one foot in the other door, because someone said, hold on one second. I'm maturing. I'm not running from my reflection. Taking account for my action. No mother and father should ever have to wake up to a phone call because someone lacks self-control. It doesn't matter if it was a single-family household or not, or a divided household or not. Because a mother and father, when they show up, good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day, even sick days, they was never doing it for likes and views. They never showed their child they was trying to be their child's friend. They allowed their child to know they had a safe place. My content is not for everybody. A mother that prays, a father that protects. You know, my content is everybody. And that's okay. So if I'm being disrespected and I'm being gang stalked and I'm being threatened because I'm talking about domestic violence, racism, discrimination, hate crime, gang stalking awareness, or violence, at the end of the day, I would never hurt myself or my peers around me, regardless to who's doing the gang stalking. And I say that respectfully. And I do not live in fear. And I am my biggest cheerleader. My content is not for everyone. It's not. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. No mother or father should ever be stripped out of their household. No mother or father should ever be stripped out of their household to fight for their child because someone lacks self-control, because someone to ruin someone's mental health, someone decides to walk into a mother and father's household or their establishment and strip a child their household. And for that mother and father to walk out their household and their voice not to be heard, or make them feel at the end of the day that they're just talking out their head, that they're mentally unstable, or because someone wanted the energy, harvest someone's energy, someone wanted to project sport towards someone's baby, someone wanted to cause confusion to someone's life, someone wanted to make a child for them that they're not loved or wanted. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, it's not about likes and views. Just because you may not have experienced it in real life at the end of the day, it's someone's household who has. To the point where a child was removed out of a household, or a father was removed out of a household, or a mother was removed out of a household, or that guardian was removed out of a household and stripped away from their family or stripped away from their child. It was never for likes and views when that child had to deal with trauma and pain. And my content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. It's not. I was never part of nobody's script. I work alone when it comes to my creativity, and I always have since day one. I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully, regardless who disrespect me, regardless of, you whack in your corner, you ain't nobody, BITC, nobody gonna hear you, you whack, ha! It's not a crime to pray out loud, and especially when you're not hurting yourself or others around you. People pick and choose who could pray. People pick and choose who's gonna bully. People pick and choose who they discriminate against. People pick and choose who they do racism to. People pick and choose who they decide to gang stalk. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I work alone when it comes to my creativity. No mother or father should have a child stripped out their household because someone lacks self-control or because someone wants to control the narrative of that mother and father and make them feel at the end of the day they're not worthy. But their voice does matter, and as well as their child. My content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. There's currently 3 people watching right now, and it's 36 minutes of this video, and it's 10:51, and it's February 23rd, 2026. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. And I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater. I would never hurt myself regardless of who's gang stalking me. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless to who's behind the scenes doing whatever they're doing. And I say that respectfully. I choose me. To the genuine ones with no misintentions, never allow someone to dim your light from your reflection, you choosing yourself. And I say it respectfully, because healing trauma and pain from a child point of view going into your adulthood will never be an overnight process or a race. And I say that respectfully. I do not worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say respectfully, when it comes to my creativity, I get it from my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God. And I say respectfully, and I don't worship the malicious ones. And the trade don't be all don't pray and say, but I'm far from a hater. My content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. Just because someone doesn't love you, respect you, protect you, or see your potential, that does not mean give up on yourself. When you're not accountable for your actions, you know, from your past, that energy is different. Individuals will come into your life to try to play God at the end of the day, but never dim your light because they're trying to antagonize you or try to control the narrative or try to project fear in you. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. Protect your energy. Protect your family. Stay out of trouble. You matter. You're worthy. I currently posted a video this evening on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I did as well as YouTube. You know, I'm far from a hater. And I say it respectfully. I would never stop showing up for myself regardless to who's projecting negative energy towards me. And I say that respectfully. Regardless of what community, zip code, county, country, or even continent. And I said it respectfully, I would never stop choosing myself. Regardless of who's trying to control the narrative and pay me out to be someone truly or not. I'm not age and respect, and I would never hurt myself or my peers around me, regardless of how old they are. And I say that respectfully, regardless if they try to antagonize me or not. I would never hurt myself or my peers around me. I put it in God's hands. I'm far from a hater, and I say that respectfully. You know, never allow a man or a woman to threaten your life that nobody's going to see you, hear you, respect you because they decided to take your kindness or weakness, or they know people in different establishments and different zip codes and subjects or whatever case may be. They try to ruin your life, to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, or get you locked up, put you in the sideboard because they want to control the narrative. Never give up on yourself because the right people see you, hear you, respect you with no misintentions. I say this all the time. My content is not for everybody when I speak about God. And I say it respectfully because I'm not pushing God on nobody. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, even your sick day. And I say that respectfully because my content is not for everyone. It's not. But when God sends the right people into your life, the grass is actually green on the other side. The ones that's real. The one that ain't got to hold on 1 second, play you close to blackmail you, to kick you down, to paint you out to be mentally unstable. That energy is different. They ain't got to hex your life, to dibble and dabble the energy, harvest off your energy. They ain't trying to corrupt you at the end. They want to see you actually participate and loving yourself to see it the day when it comes to your reflection. Because respect is different. You know those days and chapters when you want to real in your life. You didn't want folks to hold on 1 second, dish you, besides treat you right. You know, regardless if it was blood related or not, who would have knew that when it comes to the future, who would have knew that someone could truly respect you? Hold on 1 second, not to hurt you. It was people in your past that fumbled you. They didn't understand you. They did not respect you. It was different. You tied your shoe differently. But when the right people walk into your life, Think anybody with their shoe size. That maturity is different. How time allows you to heal when it comes to elevation. You got real people in your life, they ain't hacking your device or your accounts or your emails. They ain't gang stalking you, and I say it respectfully. They actually on the same page when it comes to being equal. Hold on 1 second. I'm praying God against you. How when people want to see you do better at the end of the day, they want you to continue to having that smile. They want you to continue to have that fruitful heart, the same way they met you. Only by hold on 1 second. Things just got better when it comes to the future. Continue to believe in your faith. I'm nice and respected. I'm far from a hater. My content is not for everybody, and I say it respectfully. Regardless of threat in my life, ain't nobody going to see my creativity or whatever the case may be. I'm far from a hater. I'm Naya, genuine love respect. And today is currently February 23rd, 2026. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube and Facebook. I'm far from a hater. Never give up on yourself, and I say respectfully, regardless who's praying on your downfall, regardless if you have a speech problem, a disability problem, regardless if you have your days. It's people that have days where they mess up on their own words. They don't do it by purpose, but it happens. Or someone gets that phone call and they show speech, they don't know what to say. Because they got bad news, they got good news. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. But I know how to respect my neighbor. I'm far from a hate, and I say it respectfully. And I don't live in fear. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You know, individuals will threaten your life because of your reflection, because of your faith, because of your belief. But never give up on yourself, and I say it respectfully. I continue to walk with my head held high. And at the end of the day, I don't live in fear, and I would never hurt myself or my peers around me. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and my content is not for everybody. Peace and respect, sir, respect, sir, neighbors, Lord. You don't them, you Lord, gotta go, neighbor, don't them, like, stop the violence, I gotta go. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from my head to stop the violence in the community. Misunderstood and judged by you, far from my head to stop the violence in the community. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. I would never hurt myself, regardless who's minding my everyday day-to-day activities or who's threatening my life behind the scenes. And I say that respectfully. It's currently one person watching, 5 likes, 42 minutes into this video, and it's 10:57 p.m. and it's currently February 23rd, 2026. I'm Naya, genuine respect, healing trauma and pain that I raise overnight process. Always be yourself, no pretentious. I'm far from a hater, I'm a copycat. Gotta go, ain't a crime to be authentic. Ah.